going to do another page in my 2017 Composite Art Journal. The last page that you saw me do was actually the first page in this art journal, and it was the week 1, January 2017, my year 2017 prompt. The prompt was confetti, bubbles, and bling. And then I incorporated my word for the year, triumphant. I was really happy with how this page turned out. Now this page is going to go in a completely different section of this book than what I'm going to do next. Last year, Shannon Green started a project that a lot of people really enjoyed doing, and I started doing it, but I got involved in other things and I kind of dropped it. I want to pick that up again this year, and that is her EnMasse journals. And for my first page, what I'm going to do, if you look here, I have all these DMC floss labels. Just let me pull out a handful here. I have fronts and backs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold these labels and collage them down. So I have quite a project to work on. I'm going to pull out a whole bunch of these and start pulling them apart. And after I've got enough apart, I'll come back and collage them down. EnMasse journal page. I have my labels all separated and cut. I'm going to start with the labels on the front. I also have the back labels all ready to go. These are not all mine. I have some needlework friends that saved their labels for me a couple years ago and sent them to me. Wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with them, but now I know. So I'm going to get started gluing these down. I start out by using weld-bond glue, and I'm gluing these labels down flat. I'm opening them up and gluing them down flat. But I'm finding that these labels have a plastic coating on them, and they have a natural curvature, and they don't want to glue down. You can see I'm using the paint bottles to hold them down. So I didn't like that very well at all. So I changed it out. You see I started to take them off the page, and then I just got out a new page. And I started arranging them in rolls down the side. I'm still using the weld-bond glue, and weld-bond is a good glue, but they just weren't quite holding these labels as sturdy as I would have wanted them. Maybe if I had a little bit more patience, it would have worked. But I do like these. They look a lot neater on the page. Now you'll see when I hold this paper up that there are some white gaps of the page showing them from the underneath, and I don't like that, so I remove all these labels and jostle the background. I am working on gluing down these DMC floss labels. For those of you who don't do needlework, these labels come on little skeins of embroidery floss. There's a small label and a tall label with the barcode and the number of the floss color. My needlework friends in St. Louis Stitchers Group several years ago sent me an entire bag, well, 2 entire bags of these labels. And I've been keeping them, thinking what I was going to do with them. And this EnMasse journal page concept really fits this. I really like how this is turning out, primarily because of the gold. I saved the last row down here to show you how I'm doing this. I started out trying to flatten these labels, but I'm finding that these little paper labels have a plastic coating on them, and they do not want to lay flat. I also used weld-bond glue on this, and I really didn't like how it was turning out. It's just very irregular, uneven. I'll probably just save this maybe for a part of another collage journal page. So what I do with this, I'm using this Aleene's super thick tacky glue, and that really seems to hold them. I have a skewer. I just get out some glue and run it straight down the row where I'm going to put the labels. I do like to have a nice amount of glue on there, but I'm finding even a little strip like this will hold those labels in place. Just kind of squish it on. It dries clear. I did use some black gesso on the background of this because I didn't like how the white was showing through the gaps. The black background just ties it all together. I turn it this way. It's just easier for me to work with it. I'm trying to put all the labels in the same direction. Just like this. I'm just basically just going down the row here, putting them in place, and that tacky glue just really holds them really nice. Just like this. Now I don't think I have enough labels to do another page of the front, but I certainly have enough to do the back. I probably will not do it on the back of this page. I'll probably do it in another video when I get inspired. I estimated that there are 27 labels a row, and there are 12 rows. But let me tell you, the projects that I see come out of the St. Louis Stitchers group, who gave me these labels free. Needlework these days is not a cheap hobby. It's by the time you buy your floss and your fabric and the charts and get it framed, you will have invested all the way from $25 to $200 depending on what you're doing and up. There we go. Oh, I'm very happy with this. I think this Aleene's tacky glue is going to hold these down real nice. I just finished putting these on this morning and they're already pretty tight up here. These bottom rows I just did, so they're a little bit more, they need to dry a little bit more. But look at that. Isn't that cool? I really like it. I can't wait to do the back. Now I'm not going to do it on the back of this page, but these are the bottom labels, and I estimate that I can get 8 of them up this way, and I have plenty of these. I might do one with the barcode and numbers showing, and one with the black part of it showing, which I really like too. So this is my very first EnMasse art journal page. Now I'm not doing a separate EnMasse art journal. This will be a section in my 2017 composite art journal. Very, very happy with it. I will see you on the next page.